Hi, I'm Linda Collier with Young Real Estate. Buying a home can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. I'll guide you every step of the way. Let's turn your search into a success.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Linda Collier with Young Real Estate. Guess what? I have a new listing alert for you. This sprawling 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath brick ranch has hardwood floors, gas fireplace, screen patio, and 2 outbuildings.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition. Proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Hi, I'm Linda Collier with Young Real Estate. Buying a home can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. I'll guide you every step of the way. Let's turn your search into a success.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Linda Collier with Young Real Estate. Guess what? I have a new listing alert for you. This sprawling 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath brick ranch has hardwood floors, gas fireplace, screened patio, and 2 outbuildings.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Good evening and welcome back to the first of many high school girls volleyball games on Aycorp Sports this fall. We're coming to you tonight from North Pemiscot High School in Wardell, Missouri, where the Mustangs are set to take on the Portageville Bulldogs. Alongside my new broadcast partner for the season, Coach Haley Silman, I am Philip Britt. Coach, welcome to the broadcast booth and to Aycorp Sports.
Thank you, Philip. I am very excited about the opportunity to join the team. I love what you guys are doing here at Aycorp, especially with girls volleyball. It's going to be a great matchup of a couple exceptional small Boot Hill schools, each coming off successful seasons from last year. The Bulldogs finished with a record of 36-2, winners of the Class 2 District 1, losing in that sectional round to St. Vincent. Despite being led by 3 freshmen last season, the Mustangs made a run also to the district championship game, losing in 5 sets to the Holcomb Hornets.
Well, it's fun to see. I mean, you know, we've got a couple of things that we're going to be certainly watching. You know, we did a lot of Portageville games last year, including the Boot Hill Conference Championship, where Juliana Priggle got hurt. She tore her ACL in that game. And so she's been rehabbing that. She's back tonight. She does have a kind of a big brace on her knee, but we want her to be, you know, protect that obviously, but we'll see how her mobility is. That certainly will be a factor when you're moving back and forth laterally and trying to jump. And so we'll see how she does. She's a big part of this team. They got Glow Farmer back. She's a solid player. She was fun to watch last year, and I know she will be bringing it this year. On the other side, you got the North Pemiscot Mustangs. Again, you mentioned they were led by 3 freshmen last year. Those freshmen are back as sophomores. This team is very young. They got one senior that plays quite a bit and one other senior on the roster, but for the most part, they're freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. They're led by Emma Wegley. She's a solid hitter for them. So it'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to see how these two teams match up tonight. First game for each team. First game for us, first game for them.
I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be a good matchup.
You know, just watching them warm up tonight, the Bulldogs have a little bit of a height advantage. They've got, the Priggle girls are pretty tall. There are 3 of them. When Coach Gentry Vansel was with me last year, she knew how they were related, but I don't know how they're related. They're cousins and sisters, and I don't know. But either way, they're related somehow, and so we'll keep our eye on those girls. They're all they're pretty senior heavy. Their varsity is all seniors and juniors, so they're a much more experienced team, and we'll see how that comes into play.
Yeah, they only have 4 juniors,
right.
So that's not very many.
This is a team that, as you mentioned, they won their district. They went up against St. Vincent. St. Vincent's super tough last year, ended up winning 3rd place in Class 2.
Yep.
The Rubel twins, and they're back this year, so we'll be interesting to see how they play. We'll actually have them later on at Advance, so that ought to be a fun matchup.
That will be. Advance is always tough, so that'll be a good one for sure.
And they bring back a lot, so we're excited about watching them play later on in the season. But tonight it's Portageville, and it's North Pemiscot, the Mustangs and the Bulldogs. And so we're going to I'm excited about the opportunity to bring this match to you tonight. We've got several games lined up for the season. Glad to have you on board, Haley.
I'm excited.
We've got Haley coached at Bloomfield and Scott City and Cape. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
and
so
I did Richland.
And Richland
for 1 year.
Okay.
They're junior high.
All right. Well, that's a lot of experience, and that's what I like to have, somebody that knows the game that can sit beside me and keep me on track. So we're glad to have you as part of our broadcast team this year.
Thank you. I am honored to be here.
So it looks like we're about ready to get started. A lot of excitement for first night, first game.
A good crowd, too. I love to see that.
Absolutely. This is a small school, but they've got a nice venue. This is a fairly new gym.
Yeah.
And so it's it's nice. It's a good facility for them. And so
it is.
They have that big black Mustang on the center court. I didn't know if I liked that at the beginning when I first saw it, but it's starting to grow on me over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I like it.
So our referees are Stacy Breeden up in the R1 chair, and down on the floor is Angie Roberts. We feel for Angie. Angie lost her husband a month or so ago, and so we send our thoughts and condolences to her, and it's good to see her back out here refereeing this year. These two are as good as they get in the boot heel, so they've both done state championship matches, and so it's good to see an opening game with these two calling the game.
Yes.
So we're ready to get started. Trying to see, I don't have the libero's number, so I'm gonna guess that she has a different number, so when she's not wearing that jersey.
Oh yeah.
So we'll try to figure that out as we go here. So North Pemiscot with the first serve, set to the outside to Maggie Priggle with the first hit.
It was pretty. That was the perfect way to start off the game.
She was smart, used that block, hit it off the block and out of bounds.
Started with that beautiful pass too back there.
So here's Juliana Juju Priggle. She's the one who was hurt but back and playing, and so first serve for her is nice serve. Good receive by her, and then there's Maggie Priggle again, this time off the block and down. North Pemiscot's going to have to cover that block.
Yeah, they need to pull in that defense just a little bit. Juju looks like she's moving pretty well.
She does. She sure does. So she's back to serve again. Picked up by Bria Stone. Emma Wagley with the free ball back over.
Oh, that was good.
It was Taryn Irby that time with the kind of the fake, and after they'd gone to Maggie Priggle twice in a row, Emma Wagley was not sure where to go with that block. She got their hands on it, but wasn't quite to the net with it. So
yeah, a little slow on that. Couldn't really read. Oh, that
good
was a good
pickup there by Glow Farmer. Nice
Good
little bump
out of
set.
system. Yeah, out of system. That was a good pass right there.
Picked up. Emily Cecil with the putback over.
Oop.
A lot of miscommunication there.
Yeah.
A little bit of.
I like the way they're mixing up that offense, though.
Oh, absolutely. They're not going, not going to the same people. They're moving
around.
some.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so hard for blockers to read that.
Especially when you basically got one blocker that's trying to block,
Right.
which right now North Pemiscot has Emma Wagner. Nice hit, but picked up by Glow Farmer in the back row. Good hit that time, down, and 4-1 to the Portageville Bulldogs.
It's a good start.
Absolutely.
Yeah. As a coach, it's always scary, that first
Sure.
first 5 points, because you just don't know.
Absolutely. Tough pass that time. Out of bounds. The setter, Cheyenne Sawyer, could not get to it. So Taryn Irby back to serve again at 5-1 now.
Good little float jump serve.
Nice deep set back over the net. There's Juju Priggle out of the back row.
That was a smart, again, mixing up that offense.
So number 2, Chloe J. King comes back in for the libero. We'll see. Coach Britt's having a conversation with her, trying to figure out which.
Yeah, I was trying to see what number's not out there that we can.
Arterbridge with the hit across court, picked up nicely that time. Cecil with the set back over. There's Maggie Priggle again. Oh, nice tip back over by Arterbridge that time.
Yeah, they're killing them on that 10-foot line right there.
Yep.
Is it do we have a number 12? It may be Maya. I don't see a 12 out there. Or on the bench.
Could be.
Maybe that's her for libero. Oh, that was pretty.
Nice hit that time. Glow Farmer finally makes her presence felt on the front row.
Man, she can jump.
She can. She is a solid player.
She is.
North Pemiscot's going to take a timeout. We'll take a break with them at 8-1. Pemiscot High School, Wardell, Missouri. It's 8-1. Portageville off with a quick lead. North Pemiscot takes a break. Coach, what do you think she's trying to tell them to get them kind of settled down a little bit?
Probably just everybody take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and just do what you know. They've got a solid foundation. I think they're just nerves.
Looks like game number 1, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Just that's what I would tell them. Take a deep breath, settle in, and just do what we've practiced,
And a lot of their points have been balls that just fell and, kind of unforced errors, really. They haven't been, it's not like, there have been a couple of balls hit hard, but not as many as you would expect by the score.
Yep. And you always love to see that when you take a timeout and the girl miss her serve.
Get the point back. That's right. We always give that point to the coach.
Yes, yeah. I always tell my bench, I'm like, that one's on me.
Yep.
Like, I'll take that
That's
point.
right. I got that point. So I'm trying to see what happened. Was there an illegal
I don't know if
substitution?
They don't get the point, she said. I
Right.
don't know.
So the same girls back to serve. Taryn Irby is back at the service line.
So I guess, were they out of rotation?
Must have been a rotation issue, but they didn't cost them a point. Well, yeah, it did 9-1 now.
I was going to say it will. If they catch it after that point, then they take it back and.
Yeah, can't play it off the backboard. So 10-1.
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, they were out of rotation because she's trying to tell them
where they should have been.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I think it's just nerves getting the best of them right now.
Well, and you know, there you go. Good hit that time by Emily Cecil out of the middle. We were talking before the game that, you know, these referees are solid referees. They do call it pretty tight, so you just have to expect that when you know, it's like a basketball game where you know they're going to call some fouls, and so you know you got to conform your play to that. So Emma Wagley that time with the hit out on the serve. 11-2 now.
I think our age is showing a little bit on the North Pem side. You know, they're young.
Yes.
Kind of scared still a little bit.
Yeah, and anytime you get down a little bit, you're going to see that come out a little more, I think.
Yeah.
Lexi Priggle back to serve for the Bulldogs. Let's pick up that time.
There's a good swing.
And there's Chloe King with that swing from the left side, outside. Nice quick set to the middle. There's King again. She saw that one coming back over, but got into the net.
I was thinking she did.
Yeah, got into the net. So 12-2 now. Portageville with the lead. Lexi Priggle back to serve again for the Bulldogs. So out of the back row that time. Oh, almost. Just a little bit out.
Right idea.
Yep. It was Miley McCullough. She's a freshman. Oh, no, that was her sister, Malin.
And she's just a sophomore.
She's a sophomore, right, exactly.
Good arm swing, though. Like nice heavy swing on that.
Yep. So a little hit out of the back row that time by Taryn Irby and caught the top of the net. So a point for the Mustangs. Emily Cecil back to serve for North Pemiscot. Nice serve. Pass was really close to the net, but
that was a great job
saved
by
that
setter.
time. Saved by Lexi Priggle to get it back over the net. Nice pickup, and then landed right in the front there where they defense got moved around a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good save by the setter on Portageville to keep it out of the net.
Right, it was so close. So Aubrey Trover, the libero, back with the serve that time. Malin McCullough with a hit, but long. North Pemiscot almost not quite set before the referee blew the whistle that time.
That was a quick whistle.
They were still moving around a little bit, yeah. So Wagley with the hit into the net, 16-3. North Pemiscot is really struggling in this first set. Trover with the serve.
They're really making their setter move.
Yes, they are. I mean, she's getting to a lot, but
yeah, she is.
there's Glow Farmer out of the middle again.
Man, Glow's just good. Like
when she gets a good pass and good set, you might as well forget about it.
Yeah.
So. All right, so it's timeout. It's timeout number 2 for North Pemiscot. So they're going to have to play the rest of this set on the court. So 17-3, we'll take 30 seconds and we'll be right back.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
And we're back here at Wardell, Missouri at North Pemiscot High School. North Pemiscot called their second timeout. Portageville's on a run, 17-3. A little surprising by the score right now. Not necessarily the result, but the score, the spread. So what does North Pemiscot need to do to kind of right the ship?
Just
hit the ball on the court.
Right. Hit it in,
Yep.
just play clean. Kind of don't try to do anything fancy.
Yeah.
Force the ball on the other side and force the error, because right now they're just giving them those points.
Right. I mean, they've got to recognize that they can't score 15 points.
Right.
They can only score them one at a time.
Yep.
Nice effort by Lila Moylan and Taryn Irby not to hurt each other. But they couldn't get the ball back over. So.
And Portageville is just making some really good plays.
They are.
Know, the setter picking them up and doing things.
They're very athletic. They're good players.
That is a good serve.
Yeah, I told you before that she has a really strong serve.
She does.
You just don't know. Sometimes she's not consistent with it. So we'll see if she can get some consistency for.
And a good birthday ball there for number 2.
Right.
Chloe in the middle. We love those.
Absolutely. Your eyes get real big, and that's right.
Like a little gift for you.
Bria Stone back to serve again. Powerful serve.
Yeah, man.
Tough to pick up. Farmer up with a hit and down. So she succeeded in getting Bria Stone off the service line, which is certainly what their goal was right there.
She can hit so well from anywhere on the floor.
Yep, she sure does. Glow Farmer back to serve for the Bulldogs.
Was a good serve too.
Right back
they blew
over.
The whistle quick again.
I know.
The girl wasn't even off the floor.
I know that she substituted the libero in and almost didn't get her off. I told the referees I was going to say only good things about them tonight, but if she keeps blowing that whistle, I'm going to say she has someplace she needs to go.
Right. It's the first game of the season.
That's right.
She's not tired of it already.
20-6. Coach, I like to point out generally that the first team to 20 almost always wins the set, because I think there's something psychological about seeing that 2 on the board for the other team, even if it's like 20-15. There's something psychological about it.
Yep.
And so we always look at the race to 20 to see who gets there first.
Yep.
So North Pemiscot at this point is trying to play for set number 2 right now. They're trying to get themselves settled down so that set number 2 is different.
For sure. You're just trying to get in the groove at this point.
Right.
There you go.
Emma Wagley up, won that one, so.
Yeah, just settling those nerves and, because now they have nothing to lose at this point.
Right. This was their first rotation. This was their game starting rotation. So we'll see if they have made any adjustments and realize where that ball was hitting in front of them earlier. So we'll see if they're
getting killed on those corners.
Yeah. It's always the toughest place, though, that back corners, and then right in the middle sometimes when you try to cover the back.
Yeah. That was one thing in club this season we really stressed. The percentage of hits are going to go to that cross court.
Right.
So you always want to make sure you have that defense squared up with that hitter.
Yep. No touch that time on Emma Wagley's hit, so it was out. Juju Priggle back to serve again. I'm impressed with her mobility. She's playing well, so she's rehabbed that knee and done a great job. She doesn't seem to be favoring it either, so it's good to see.
She's not timid at all, which is nice.
Yeah.
You like to see that as a coach, especially.
For sure. Outside to Maggie Priggle again, and that was found that back corner.
So that set on North Pem last year would have been a double.
Right. Yep. Yeah, we haven't talked about the new rule change.
With our
That's
new
right.
rule change, they let it go.
Right.
Which, I'm very happy about.
And again, it was not from a hitter's standpoint. It wasn't what you want either.
Right.
I mean, you don't want that kind of ball to.
Right. It's more of a hindrance to your team.
Yeah, for sure.
Than it's an advantage for the other side. So let them play it.
Yep. And we'll talk a little bit more about that during the between sets. There she went with that quick whistle again. So.
Yeah.
Big block, but out of bounds.
That was a good block, though. That was a good touch.
So 25-9, set number 1. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll see if North Pemiscot can regroup or if Portageville keeps the pressure on. We'll be back in about a minute.
Football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Here at Wardell, Missouri, North Pemiscot High School. The Portageville Bulldogs pull out the win in set number 1, 25-9 over the North Pemiscot Mustangs. Coach, you were mentioning during that play that there's been a rule change on double contact for the setter. So tell me what that means and what it means for these teams.
So basically they get rid of the double. When your setter sets the ball, it needs to be clean, and a lot of times no movement. That's
right.
What referees are looking for, is that movement. You know, if one hand may be higher than the other, and that would be a double hit. But they've gotten rid of that, so now that second hit from the setter's hands can have movement. You know, it can spin, it can pretty much do whatever. It can be ugly as all get out.
And it's always been the case on the first hit.
Right.
When received, there's
Right.
no double hit on the first hit, but
Right.
the second hit was always. But if it goes over the net and isn't played by somebody on your side, it's still called, right?
Yes.
Okay.
From what I understand, yes, they can still call it if
Right.
that second hit goes over. Yeah,
Okay.
that first hit can hit you all over
Right.
and roll down your body and count, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm excited for this rule change.
One of the things that a lot of people have talked to me about is the fact that it created such a subjective call from the referee. I mean, and you would get different calls from different referees on the same type of play. And so,
yes.
Well, North Pemiscot starts with the first point on a missed serve by Portageville.
Yeah, I had a little setter from Cape Central. It would depend on who ref that night.
Yeah.
She'd get 10 calls, you know.
And that's really frustrating because they don't necessarily know what they should be doing.
Yeah, right. And that's what she's like,
Or
what
what
am I
they're doing wrong, right.
I'm like, nothing. It looks clean. You know, it's
Right.
clean to me.
And off the hands and down, there's Emily Cecil with another solid hit. Another one of those super sophomores for this North Pemiscot team.
Yeah, they had 2 big hits right there back to back.
Right.
North Penn did.
One of
the
them,
sophomores.
right. One of them picked up by Glow Farmer, but the other off the block and down. And out, no touch. I was wondering if that was a,
yeah, it looked
was a
like
touch there, but I guess it
deflection,
hit the net.
Yeah. Because it did change directly.
Right. So I think it must have hit the net. So serve that time by McCullough and off hands and out of bounds. So
I think the nerves are gone.
yeah, North Pemiscot looks like they're starting to play their game. Unlike most sports, this game is such a game of runs and momentum.
100%.
Astonished sometimes at how much it changes the game when one play can change everything. Nice pickup by Bria Stone back there in the back row.
I think it surprised her.
I
as
do
much
too.
As anybody.
Got it back over though. Oh, and there's a nice hit. So Emily Cecil with another kill. So she's come alive here in the first 5 points of set number 2.
You know, that was one thing I always said to my girls, the first to 5, you know, and then the first to 10. That was just kind of a little goal.
Win every 5 points, you're going to win. That's right.
Yep. And it just kind of helped them see right ahead of them instead of.
Because 25 is a long game.
It is. Especially rally scoring when it can go
Emily
back and
Cecil
forth.
again. That's 3 kills. That one off hands and out of bounds. So Portageville's going to take a timeout. Coach Kellums is going to talk with her girls, kind of settle them down at 6-0. We'll take a quick timeout as well, and then we'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to North Pemiscot High School. Coach, you and I have known each other for quite a while.
Yes.
I knew your mom and dad. I understand they're watching. Hello to the Jennings.
They are.
Good to know they're watching us tonight. Even go all the way back to grandfather Charlie Jennings. He and my dad retired about the same time and decided they'd both play golf, and they played golf together every morning for years.
Yep.
And so we miss both of them.
Yes, dearly. Pawpaw played golf every single day, 3 rounds every day.
Absolutely. That's a good hit that time by Maggie Priggle. They would get to the golf course in Malden before the sprinklers would stop running. I went and played with them one time, and literally you'd hit the ball and it would just spray water all the way down the fairway. So, yeah, it was too early for me to go play with them. But they played all morning usually.
Oh, yeah.
And long that time. So, Juju Priggle with the serve, but served it long. So 8-1 now.
Yeah. Good run here by North Pem.
Coach won the point by calling that timeout, slowed things down a little bit, but then North Pemiscot back at it. Oh, nice try there by Chloe King. That ball was hit good right down the line.
It was. Right in that little sweet spot back there.
Absolutely.
That's hard to defend because the left side doesn't know if she's going to get it because it's over her head.
Right.
And then your middle back doesn't know if she should get it,
That's right.
So that's a good spot to swing.
Emily Cecil with another nice swing. It sure was. Back set to Wagley. Hit that ball hard. That was hit nice. Tell you what, Wagley and Farmer are fun to watch in this game. I'll tell you, one on each side of the net.
They are. It's a good matchup right there. I think Portageville's a little stunned at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, this is literally the reverse of set number 1. That's over the net.
Yep. That was a good pickup there.
It really was, because I thought that was going to be down for sure. Bria Stone with the tip. Oh, came back over. Nice play by Arterbridge that time.
I think Portageville's playing with some urgency now.
Yeah.
The girls are getting fired up over on the bench, that's for sure.
Well, and you got two girls just came in that are fired up, ready to go, and so we'll see what kind of energy those two bring to the court. One of those being Lexi Priggle, who just came in to serve, but hit it in the net.
We talked about momentum. That's a momentum killer.
Well, and you get a nice play, and you feel like you're going to start to build that, and then you hit one in the net. Yep.
And she feels bad.
Sure. I think she knows we're up here talking about it.
Now Portageville feels like their nerves, are showing.
They're starting to. Again, it's a momentum shift, and it's contagious.
It is.
It's not like there's one player that's hit, several balls in the net. It's been several that have done that.
Oh, good pickup there.
And not over, so that was 4 hits.
And you can always tell, too, they're playing a little tight, Portageville is. They're too worried about making a mistake, and they're making those mistakes.
Anytime that you get in a situation like this, that happens. You tighten up a little bit.
And so I always try to tell my girls, just relax,
Nice play that time just to save
save.
that ball. There's Farmer again. That time off hands and out of bounds.
Court.
Yep. So Trover's back. Sorry, Trover's back to serve. The libero's back to serve again. tip the top of the net. If you could teach your players how to tip the top of the net every time, that would be an ideal serve.
Yes,
but,
it would.
It would. It's never going to happen every time.
No,
so.
and as a coach, those are the scariest serves,
Sure. Nice hustle that time by Cheyenne Sawyer to get to that ball, the setter.
I will say North Pem has done a better job of adjusting to that cross court.
Yep.
They're just not quite there yet, but they've done a great job of at least getting an arm on it now.
Absolutely.
And that's frustrating to hitters.
Sure.
When you swing hard and it doesn't go down.
Yeah, especially a ball like that was just pounded.
Oh,
there's Glow Farmer ready for that one. She hit that right into her block.
That was beautiful block right there. She read that perfectly.
Yep. You don't have to get that block, often get that block on the back row. So Trover back to serve again.
Oh, out of rotation.
They're out of rotation again.
That was.
She moved a little too quick.
That was my biggest pet peeve as a coach.
Yeah, you got to know where you're at.
Like, girls, if you ever are out of rotation, just know I'm livid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they knew it too, and they would always make sure.
And out.
There we go. Now that was one thing Sammy Lawson, he's like, I know your girls are never going to be out of rotation. So they better not be.
Well, there's so much movement and so much, as soon as the ball's hit, they want to be moving, and it's hard to not try to get an advance, a head start sometimes.
Especially when your setter's coming from that far corner.
Exactly.
They want to move before that ball's even tossed sometimes.
Yep.
And a good down ref will catch you.
Sure. Whoa, see, there's a little long one. But she had 3 solid serves before that. So,
such power.
If she serves 75% of her serves in this year, she's going to be a real asset to this team. Nice pick up there. Absolutely. Nice pick up there. Another pick up. Set to McCullough. Nice defense that time by the Bulldogs.
Yes.
McCullough with the swing again. Farmer picks it up.
Farmer's
she's just a solid player.
All around,
Yeah. That was Juju Priggle with the swing that time. Just got it again into the net. Kind of ran it down there. She was trying to cut it and ended up hitting the top of the net.
She was reaching just a little too far to cut.
Chloe King with the serve. That ball was over, and Wilma Wagley just waiting for that one. It's not even her birthday, I don't think.
Well, she's had 2 pretty birthday balls so far.
So 15-10 now. North Pemiscot with the lead.
They're coming back a little bit.
They have, absolutely, and that's a little bit long.
Serving is killing North Pem too right now.
That was close too. That was, that's where you want it, but just a few inches shorter would have been a great serve.
Yeah, because anytime you can get it to drop back there on that line.
Mia Shearer, who has started this set serving, double block that time, not covered well by North Pem that time.
Yeah, they definitely need to scoot in on their coverage with that, especially with Portageville. They've got a big block up there all the time.
And they're blocking, they're blocking 2, which we don't see as often down here as we see it, with the northern schools and some of the schools that, have a few more bigger girls that can block. We see a lot of single blocks, like we've seen with North Pem a lot tonight.
Yeah, they just don't have the height.
Right. You got a middle blocker that can block, but you don't have somebody that can get up with her.
Right.
Good hit by Maggie Priggle that time. I like to watch her hit. She's long and lean, and boy, she gets up.
And she moves the ball well.
She does.
She's been cutting cross, and then she went line.
That's right. She doesn't get into a habit of going one place every time.
A lot of hitters get predictable.
Yep, sure do.
She is not predictable.
Tied it up, 15 all. Made a great comeback. They were down by 8, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
So Coach Britt's going to call timeout. We'll take a quick break with them as well. Here on Aycorp Sports. We'll be right back.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Set number 2 of this matchup between the Portageville Bulldogs, North Pemiscot Mustangs, all tied up after 15. North Pem got out to a real quick start, but the Bulldogs have inched their way back and have gotten right back to even. So it's 15-all now.
Yeah, I think Portageville kind of came out thinking they had it in the bag, you know. And
It's what it felt like, wasn't it? It
North
felt like,
Pem said, no, you don't.
Right. And so Portageville took the hit, and now they've taken the lead. So 16-15. There's Maggie Priggle again with that swing. I like watching her hit.
Yep, and like that one wasn't even hard, but effective.
Absolutely.
You know?
In the books, it looks like she just killed it.
Right. Hey, a kill's a kill. That's what I tell my girls all the time.
That's right.
A kill's a kill.
For sure.
You know, they want to hit it so hard, like in front of the 10-foot line. I'm like, who cares if it's a kill?
Right. Absolutely. It's a point for us if you put it down.
Right.
So. We can hit it in front of the 10-foot line in warm-ups and intimidate people. Then we'll do, later on, we just want to get it down. Priggle with a really smart hit that time. Again, there's a kill that was not hit hard. Right. She just set it back over and put it right down in an empty spot.
You can tell their age.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
they played a lot of volleyball
seniors,
together.
They've
right.
been at this level.
Yep.
They can read the court well.
Yep. Emma Wagley that time with a strong hit off the block and down.
That's one thing, too, about North Pem. They're going to swing hard, you know, and you have to if you got a big block up there.
Absolutely. Well, and Emma's young. Emma Wagley's young, and a lot of times you get a block or two like that, like she's had, and you stop swinging.
Right.
And she's not. She just keeps coming at it. So that's good to see.
It is good.
Big block that time. That'd been one of those balls she should have let go. You know, you don't know it when you're on the court. You're trying to make every play. But if she let that one go,
you know. Yeah, I like to see girls who just keep swinging.
Absolutely.
It used to make me mad if they get up there and start tipping the ball.
Sure. And it happens a lot. I mean, we see that a lot from especially younger girls.
Yep.
Tough pass there.
If you're going to tip into a hole, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not every time.
Right. We want to swing.
But go swing away, right.
Like, I'd much rather than swing either the back wall or in the middle of the net than tip it.
So, Coach, we see a lot of coaches doing what Coach Kellums does, which is calling where she wants her servers to hit. We see some coaches that don't. You know, there are different strategies. What was your thought on that? What's your thought on that?
I liked my libero to call it because she's out there all the time.
Right.
And she can see different spots than I could,
Sure.
you know. Now, sometimes I would call if the girls wanted me to.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I left that up to my libero, you know. Just for one, it keeps them focused on the game, and they can get back there and talk about it, you know, like, and they remember who mispassed way more than I would.
Absolutely. No, absolutely, because you're focused on so much other stuff.
Right.
That's right.
I'm more focused on my girls than
the other team, for sure.
And so I've always tried to put that on my libero to make sure she knew where to go, and it was pretty successful for the most part.
Well, it's good. I mean, if you have a libero that is, kind of like a quarterback out there. I mean, usually that's your setter that's a quarterback, but her focus is on that side of the court. The libero's looking at what they do from that side because she's playing defense.
Yeah. Yep.
So it makes sense. Well, the race to 20 was won by the Bulldogs. It's 23-16. Let's stay here for this timeout. We're going to stay here for this one. So what can the Mustangs do at this point, Coach? They're down 7. Only 2 more points to the end of the game for Bulldogs?
I think just getting their bearings back. They started off strong, then they got rattled. They just need to relax and play at this point. Try to get that momentum back on their side. Even if they lose these next 2 points, do good things.
Yeah.
Get that momentum back going into the third set. You don't want them just to lose it and feel defeated already.
Right.
So,
Coach, what I see, and I don't know. I mean, I've been an observer of games for a long time, but I see a really good senior heavy team and a really good sophomore heavy team.
Yes.
And that's the difference in this match.
It is. It's varsity is a completely different level than JV. I know it's only like a year's difference essentially.
Right.
But it's just a different level of play.
I mean, and the reality is that for most schools, the girls you see on the court for North Pemiscot would be the junior varsity team. They're mostly freshmen and sophomores, a couple of juniors and one senior. Nice pickup.
Yeah, that was a good cover. Yeah,
that was Irby. She blocked it and then was able to get down and pick it up. So that was a nice play.
There was a good push right there too.
Yeah.
That was smart. Yeah, those, they're young and it shows.
Yep.
And it's their first game, especially first home game starting out. So there's just a lot of nerves mixed up in with that. But they're fighting, they haven't given up.
No, they have not. And they don't have, their heads aren't down.
Right. I mean, they're still cheering and clapping, and the bench is still cheering and clapping. That's what you love to see as a coach.
It would be easy to get your head down, especially after that first set. I mean, just getting thumped in that first set. And then to come back and really play well to start this one, but then to look like you're going to lose this one too. It's, it could easily be dragging right now.
Yeah. In a month, this is going to be a totally different team.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I would say Class 1 in the boot heel,
I think it's going to be pretty tough.
They're going to be pretty solid in that Class 1. We'll find out tomorrow what the district assignments are for this year, both football and volleyball, which we cover. So that's set number 2. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. Set number 2, 25-18, much better final result for North Pemiscot than set number 1, but still the same in the win-loss column. So we'll be back in about a minute here at North Pemiscot High School on Aycorp Sports.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
We're back here at North Pemiscot High School, Wardell, Missouri. Set number 3, about ready to start. The Portageville Bulldogs have won both first 2 sets. The first one in a very lopsided 25-9. The second one a much closer 25-18 and much closer than the final score in set number 2 all the way through that set until at least midway through it.
Yeah.
So, Coach, what do these two teams have to do to here in set number 3?
North Penn just kind of needs to settle those nerves again. I've said it several times. I just feel like they're doing things well, but then they're just getting a little scattered, letting things affect them. And I always tell my girls, don't let 1 point snowball into 4 and 5 points, and I feel like that's what they're kind of, they're getting frustrated and they're making little silly mistakes. Portageville just needs to play their game. I mean, they
keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah. Don't let down, because they saw what happened at the beginning of that second set. What happens if you let down? North Pem had them, 8-1?
Right, sure did.
And I think it's just because they thought, oh, well, we beat them bad the first set. We don't have to play as hard.
Well, there's Maya, so that wasn't her, the libero.
Oh, it is?
Maya just came in, so. That was an interesting. They went to the court and then they substituted to start. So that's interesting.
Yeah, and she may have just wrote down the wrong rotation.
I would guess that's what she did.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's whenever you're a coach, you're like, yep, that was my mess up.
that,
Sorry
that
about
was me. We see that once in a while with the wrong numbers in basketball, and it's a technical foul to start the game off.
So
that
was
you
a
write
good
the wrong.
slide.
Yeah, it was. I love that. Because you don't expect that when
Yeah.
you're on defense. You don't expect that slide hit.
Yep. Oh, good up, girl. Oh.
Good try there. That's one of those situations where you let your setter get it if she can.
And
she
did a
probably
great
should have
job.
asked for help.
Yeah, but she did a great job of staying on her side.
She did. Yeah, that was a nice play, but just a little more than she could get to. So Portageville draws first blood. Gigi Priggle back to serve and nice hit that time again.
Go.
There's Cecil coming through again to start off set number 2.
Basic volleyball is what they need to play,
Yeah.
Just get it up,
Just
put it up
receive
in the
it,
air.
set it, and hit it. That's right.
And even that set, it wasn't perfect, but it was up in the air so she could swing.
Yep. There's Wagley again. She's ready when that ball comes over. There's not been a time when she wasn't ready if the ball comes past the net.
She's getting a little close.
Yeah.
If I was her coach, I would tell her to wait just a smidge for that ball to come over.
Yeah, because she can't reach over and attack the ball.
And I feel like it's getting close, but she's doing a great job, protecting that net.
And all it's got is just got to break the plane of the net,
yeah,
right?
just even a smidgen of it,
Right. Yeah, right over the top of the net, she can hit it.
But yeah, she's done a great job up there at the net.
Little bump set back to Wagley.
Again, a good back set, out of system pass. All you need, up and in the air. Let those hitters get a swing.
Well, that's another thing we see quite a bit is if the ball's not perfect, there are some hitters that won't even swing at it. They'll just tip it back over. And I've always said that, go ahead and swing away. Even if it's not perfect, let's swing away. And Chloe King in the net that time.
Yeah, that's like with my club team, I was lucky and I had girls who wanted to power swing every time,
Yep.
And so that's what we worked on was just that out of system, nice and high and off the net a little bit.
Yeah.
Just give them enough time and space and let them swing.
Doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's up there and I can get to it.
Because I think I can probably count on one hand how many times we tipped during club season, you know.
That ball's just set too close to the net. So I would be a little concerned about the fact that Cheyenne has been setting a lot of balls, not setting them, but bumping.
Yeah, that bump set,
that bump set. And I don't know if she's just uncomfortable tonight or what's going on, but there's been a lot of those.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is just the pass hasn't been there.
True. You got to have a pass in order to get. It's got to be above your shoulders. Yeah.
They're working her little legs, that's for sure.
It's got to be above your shoulders in order to be able to make that set, for sure.
And a lot of the passes are off the 10-foot line, and so it's hard for her to get under that with her hands.
Yeah, that's a good point. Lexi Priggle back with the serve, continuing to serve. That's what happens when you get a good pass.
Yep.
And I think you're right. I think from North Pemiscot's standpoint, that's been one of their challenges tonight is that first pass off the serve.
Yep. The girls are just playing tight, they're squeezing and not just relaxing and letting that ball hit off of their arms.
And down. Not a powerful swing, hit the net, but still found an open spot.
And those are so hard, those off hits like that. Because you think she's going to power swing.
So everybody backs up, and then it hits the net, and there's no way you can get back up to it. Right. Trover with the long serve. So I think maybe Bria Stone is not feeling well. I don't know if she's having breathing issues or what, but she's on the bench, and so she's not.
Yeah.
Ferris is. Maya Ferris is playing for her, and I saw Bria's dad walk by there, Jerome Stone. I guess he was checking on her. So Glow Farmer with the strong serve again. Free ball back over. Let's see what Portageville does with that. And a nice push to the back row.
Again, their offense, you just don't know. You
Right.
know, they've got 3 good hitters at any given time.
Yeah. Taryn Irby that time with a nice little push right to the back corner.
And they've got back row hit, you know.
Yes,
they've got,
absolutely.
They've got at least 3 options, 3 good options, 4 options every swing. Good, solid serve.
She's been serving Mia Ferris there, but she received both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not backing away from that hard serve, even though she hadn't played yet until this set.
And that's
It was a
what you
good
love to
swing
see.
from McCullough
it was.
there.
That's what you love to see as a bench player who can come in and just fill that role, you know.
She's a senior. She played on the junior varsity games, played in the junior varsity game, so she got a little bit of action already tonight. So, and into the net that time by Chloe King.
Yep. Ball toss was too low on that one.
Yep. Substitutions for the Bulldogs. They substitute a lot. They play. They play. They play 9 girls consistently. I mean, they got a 9-person rotation, really.
Which is nice.
It's nice to have that, especially in a school of their size. You don't have that a lot of times in a Class 2 school. So.
It's always good when you can have those hitters rest them
Give
legs.
them a rest.
You know?
Absolutely, for sure.
And that's one thing, too, about North Penn. These girls are all playing all the way around, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's starting to show a little bit, you know.
And there's, speaking of that, there's Maggie Priggle. Maggie sat across the back row, back in to hit, and she's fresh and
ready
pounding
to go.
the ball. Now, Glow Farmer plays all the way around because she's a solid back row player. They need her out there.
Yeah,
for
which
sure.
is justified for sure.
Absolutely.
She's just a presence, man.
Yeah. And I think she is in basketball, too, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I hope we get to do a couple of their games this year because they're going to be solid again this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Didn't get over the net. She was just a little off balance with that one. It was back a little farther than she thought, I think.
I wonder if she's going to play college.
I don't know.
Like,
I haven't
she could
heard.
easily go to some JUCOs.
Oh, I agree.
You know, and do well.
And I don't know if volleyball's her favorite sport or if basketball is. I don't know what her plan is at this point. Cecil again. She's swinging hard too. Continues to swing hard. I mean, I'm impressed with the fact that this young team continues to work hard.
Yep, that's true. Yep, they're not giving up at all.
No. And they're right in this. It's 11 to 8. I mean,
they're not down.
So Taryn Irby back to serve again for the Bulldogs. And off the backboard. So Irby back to serve.
Overpass.
That was close to being not over the net too, but I couldn't tell from I didn't look at our camera. Our camera's right on the net. But it was nice
it was
reaction time.
You know, didn't
Absolutely.
have to swing hard.
Just tip it straight down.
Right back in the hole there.
Yep.
Oh, a little bit off.
Yeah. Priggle back up. That time it's long. She didn't. That wasn't where she wanted it.
No,
She didn't
it was
get up
behind
and
her
hit.
head for sure. But still, I mean, pretty good control for.
Yes, absolutely.
The set being
Almost found the spot.
Yeah.
Wagley back to serve into the net. You're right. There have been several missed serves for North Pemiscot tonight.
I think fatigue is kind of setting in with North Pem right now.
I've got a feeling they may. They've got a game tomorrow night, but I've got a feeling they're going to be doing some serving drills in the next week or so.
I think so too. Oh.
Big block that time. Big two-person block.
Yeah, that's a big wall you're hitting against right there.
That's a solid block for sure. That's going to give a lot of people trouble all year long.
Yeah.
Nice back pass. Ferris with a hit over, picked up. And swing there by Moylan. Wagley out of the crowd in the back row. I mean, there were people all around her.
And again, just still swinging.
She just said, I'm just going to jump up and hit it.
She didn't care who was in her way
She
at that
did
point.
not. I'm just glad she didn't come down on somebody. Goodness.
I love it, though. You love to see the aggression and
Yep. She wasn't looking for anybody else to take that ball. So 15-11 now. Emily Cecil serving for the Mustangs. Nice pass. Arterbridge that time with the Nurse Farmer up over the top.
that was a good up, though. I mean, they've adjusted that defense and pulled in a little bit to cover that corner. She just swung it a little too hard with her arms.
Yep. Trover with the serve. She was mighty close to that back line. She's going to have to watch that. You see that quite a bit with that run up to that serve.
Jump serve,
and it's sometimes they get really close. Sometimes they're way behind the line, but sometimes they get right on it.
Yep.
And we've seen a couple of foot faults in the last year. We saw a couple, not very many, but we did see a couple. 18-11, North Pemiscot's going to take a timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Aycorp Sports.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition. Proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
And we're back here in Wardell, Missouri, North Pemiscot High School. Set number 3 of this best of 5 varsity match. The Portageville Bulldogs up 2-0, up 18-11 here in set number 3. North Pemiscot took a timeout, see what she could, if Coach Britt could settle them down and get them ready for this last run. Got to take some positive things away. What do they have? What do they have positive to take away from tonight's match?
Just overall being aggressive. You know, they're not getting down. You know, they went on a couple runs, but just swinging hard every time. You know, especially against that big block. A lot of times that'll mess with the hitter's head.
Sure.
And they start tipping. I haven't seen them do that unless it's been a tight set.
No, they haven't done it at all. You're right.
They have not, you know. And, like, if I was the coach, I would love that.
Sure.
You know, especially being this young.
Well, and you know that later on that's going to come back to benefit them,
Yes,
for sure.
For sure, yeah. And like I said, in a month, this will be a totally different team.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're not going to see they're not going to see too many. Now look at their schedule. They're not going to see too many teams of this caliber the rest of the season. This team's going to be. They're going to have 30 wins or close to 30 wins again this year. I mean, they're a really solid team. In fact, you know, they have the potential to go on beyond where they went last year. I mean, they really do.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
So I mentioned earlier that the district assignments come out tomorrow, so we'll know a lot more about, you know, who these teams are going to be competing against late in the season. Good strong swing there.
That was a good pass set hit right there. Yeah, it's like Christmas Day tomorrow for fall sports.
Right. That's right. So we'll know football before our game tomorrow night. So just to mention that, we will be back on the air tomorrow night for football, and this time it's going to be from the Pit in Jackson, Missouri. We've never done a game from the Pit. We're excited about it, especially since it's Cardinal Ritter College Prep out of St. Louis. That's going to be a heck of a game tomorrow night. Be our first opportunity to do a game in Jackson. We've heard a lot about the atmosphere there and how games are, and so we're excited about having the opportunity to go there tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm a Cape Central Tiger, so
I
you know
know
that's our big rival.
That's your nemesis. That's right. That's right.
But you know, it's one of those fun rivalries.
Sure.
You know.
We did the Cape Central Jackson game last year, which started off, you know, Cape Central started off like a house of fire, and then all of a sudden the tide turned.
Yes, it's even when in volleyball, you know, there's always that stigma.
Right.
And I think every school has a school that's like that.
Sure.
You know, because when I was at Bloomfield, it was like advance. You know, there was just a stigma, and I'm like, guys, they're beatable. Everyone's beatable.
Yep.
You know, you just got to get out of that mindset.
And speaking of that, we're going to be at Advance next week.
Yes.
For Advance, who was runner-up to Class 1 last year, second place, taking on Saxony Lutheran, which always has a solid team.
Yes.
Also next week, we'll have another football game, and it's Saxony Lutheran again. In their first year doing varsity football ever. Right. It just started. And their field's not ready. So the game's going to be at Houck Stadium.
Okay,
so we get to do a game at Houck next week. We're excited about that.
And I didn't know if that was the reason.
It is.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Donovan, who's also back to varsity football this year. Yeah. So I think it'll be a good matchup. So it'll be fun, and we'll get to do a game at Houck, which we haven't gotten to do
yet. That's awesome. What a great experience for those kids.
Absolutely. And the serve was out, 19-15 now. The Portageville with the 4-point lead, almost to 20. So next week also, we kick off our partnership with Sikeston Public Schools. Aycorp Sports has partnered with Sikeston Public Schools to bring you Bulldog Nation Network, Sikeston. We'll have 2 games next week, a volleyball game on Tuesday night where they host Bernie.
That'll be a good one.
And then on Friday night, the Bulldogs open their home season hosting Dexter. So we're excited about both those opportunities as well.
My alma mater, Bernie Mules, they've always had a strong volleyball team.
And they always open with Sikeston, or Sikeston opens with them, so that'll be their first game of the year too. Steve Beidler coaching Sikeston.
Good save there. Yeah, Steve, he came out of retirement.
Yep, Steve's our friend. Steve works with us.
I love Steve.
And has done a lot of games with us, but then he went back to coaching, so he couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I've coached against him for 20 years, And then
on
we
the same
coached
side
together
at NSSC.
Yeah, I was going to say, we coached together at NSSC.
That's kind of fun to see, because there are several coaches that have coached against each other that all coach together in that club.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just such a different environment. It's so fun.
Yep. Oh, good try that time. 4 hits. 2 substitutions again for the Bulldogs. 21-16.
Yeah, I thought North Pem was going to go on a little run there.
I did too.
I was hoping for them to at least win 1 set for their opener, you
know. Right. But as you mentioned, they've got a lot they can take away from tonight.
Yeah.
And it's not over yet.
No, and they're hanging with Portageville.
I agree. Yep.
Especially, like I know we've said it before, but they're just a young team, and they've got a lot of good things happening with their program.
Poor Tara Nerby had to hang in the air longer than she could hang in the air that time, so that ball just didn't come down as quickly as she thought it was going to, and when it did, Emma Wagley was waiting for it. That was better. That was better. She timed that one. Exactly. She thought she was getting that on the first one, and it wasn't quite short enough. 22-18 with Priggle back to serve. I could say that just about any time.
Right.
You'd
have about a
50% of the time.
75% chance
there. But that's Juju Priggle. We mentioned her early on because we saw her get hurt last year in the Boot Hill Conference Championship game. And we're so proud to see her back and moving well and really contributing to this team.
Yeah, great serve.
We sure didn't know that when she was carried off the field last year, or off the court last year.
It just makes you sick.
It absolutely did. I went back and watched it. It was right at the end of the first set, and it was just tough. But they continued on, won their district, and won.
And that's awesome. That says a lot about the program.
Absolutely. And then went to the Final Four in basketball as well without her. So, her coming back will be huge. Arterbridge with a good, solid cross-court swing there.
That was a beautiful set right there for her.
So it's match point for the Portageville Bulldogs, 24-18. And Priggle back appropriately for the match point serve. Nice serve, gets it in. Set to Cecil, picked up by Farmer. Free ball back over, but handled.
That was a good out of the net dig. That's hard to do.
Arterbridge with a solid swing. Nice punch over by
I'm telling you,
Wagley.
North Pem does not quit.
They don't. Yeah, it was and that's the match. 25-18 final score, 3-0, but a lot to take away for North Pemiscot.
For
a lot
sure.
to take away for
For
Portageville.
sure.
Portageville looks really good. Tell us, Coach, what you saw from tonight's match.
You know, again, we talk about age and,
Yep.
you know, experience, and Portageville has it, and it showed. You know, they're like a well-oiled machine out there. They've
Absolutely.
got hitters on every rotation. They can pretty much put the ball anywhere and, you know, count on someone putting it down, and that's awesome. You know,
Absolutely.
a coach loves to see that. Then on the flip side, you've got the young North Pem. They're young, but they didn't quit. You know, they were swinging hard and hitting the floor and diving. You know, a lot of good things from a young program for sure.
They've got a lot to look forward to here at North Pemiscot over the next year and next couple years.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, they've got a freshman, 3 sophomores. You know, that's in a couple years they're going to be tough.
Absolutely. So we're glad to have been able to bring you tonight's game. A couple other things, if you haven't, Coach, I don't know if you've listened to our podcast, SEMO Sports Zone with Drew and Dave. They're back. They were back Monday morning this week talking football. So every Monday morning, join Andrew Moore and David Jenkins for their insight into high school sports and maybe some other subjects that they sometimes get sidetracked onto. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and now this year, brand new, you can actually see them as well as hear them on the SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel. One last thing, we at Aycorp Sports have a huge announcement for you. It's very exciting. It's going to change a lot, but I can't tell you about it tonight. You're going to have to wait till next Thursday night's game at Houck Stadium to hear what's going on. You'll be excited about it when you hear it, so make sure you're listening next Thursday night. So thank you to Coach Haley Silman. I appreciate you being here with me, joining us this year. We got a lot of games to go the rest of the year. Thank you to Matt Walker on the controls, Josh I sitting beside him, and Matthew Williams on the camera. You guys did a great job tonight. Glad to have all of you here with us. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week from Advance High School here on Aycorp Sports.